everyone. So this review is for Hurricane Season Hustle by Greg Herren. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that. So if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on my blog, all the details are in the post. And this is the video review. So Hurricane Season Hustle by Greg Herren. Wow, this was quite the intense thriller. Scotty finds himself trapped at his grandparents' estate during this hurricane that turns his kind of planned overnight stay into a hunt for this mysterious killer who seems to be trapped in the house with them. I mean, scary, right? Pretty scary. Nobody wants to be in the middle of something like a hurricane and find themselves trapped with a killer. So working to uncover the truth, Scotty's kind of in a race against time to determine who among them is responsible for the murder of the body that he found and the other strange goings on that seem to follow. Obviously, because he doesn't want to end up dead too. So this was really cleverly done because, given the limited locations and characters involved because of being trapped in this unescapable hurricane conditions, there were just so many strange characters and people in and around Scotty's family that meant at times they were being sort of led to follow clues that would result in no answers, and they'd have to start looking again. So it was like, it felt like this day was never ending, but you could understand why. They were just kind of going around in circles, and it wasn't just a day either, it was days. And the whole story was just filled with like unexpected moments and revelations that meant that as soon as you thought you'd started putting the pieces together, there was always something new with like every passing hour, further complicating this case for Scotty and those that he trusted, who he was kind of relying on to help him figure out what the truth was. And so I loved learning all these family secrets. Man, did they have some family secrets. And the moments in the past that Scotty was kind of sharing with us as the reader in thought or just by action, in trying to determine who his family, who in his family could possibly be responsible for all of this, because there wasn't that many outsiders there. And so, as with all thrillers and mysteries, if you share too much about it in a review, you reveal too many spoilers and you ruin it. But for this story, God, I was hooked. I was literally hooked from the moment they realised something more underhand was happening, and captivated by every single revelation that came out as a result. And as usual, because I'm not very good at these, I did not suspect the right people. I did not pick up on any of the clues. I perhaps maybe could have if I read it back. Maybe I'd notice some things, but I was shocked at everything. And I did think everybody was weird. Like, they all had motive. So how Scotty was ever going to figure out I was like, how is he ever going to figure this out? But it was a great mystery, thriller, and this hurricane weather was just an added bonus. I love storms. I really do. Storms are brilliant. They make any story for me, and they add to the intensity and the scariness of it, and without being too scary. And so I love a good storm as long as I'm nowhere near it, which is perfect because I was nowhere near it in this book. So it made the book for me. I love stormy conditions, all that rain and thunder and lightning. It just sets a scene in a way that no other weather can really set. So I really, really loved it, and I hope you will too. I'll pop a link in the description so you can grab a copy of Hurricane Season Hustle by Greg Herren, which I hope you will. If you've read Hurricane Season Hustle, would love to know what you thought of it, so please do share and let us know. And if you haven't read it yet, but you're planning to read it, it's on your read list, or you're super intrigued, then again, please do let us know, because it's always great to find out what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, really, really hope you enjoy it. Bye!